Are your hands turning into claws? Hi, I'm from Exercise with Care here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now is the perfect time to take your finger and push on that subscribe button. Go back, watch the videos from the past 2 weeks, which are actually a lead up to what we're talking about today, how to maintain coordination, strength, and dexterity in your hands. Now, here's the problem we're trying to solve. In today's world, we are growing claws, like crabs. We're holding telephones, cell phones, devices, mouse, the mouse for your computer, steering wheel. Our hand is spending a lot of time in this claw-like position, which means we're not using the full range of motion of which our hands are capable. When we ignore all these other muscles, not only from our hand, but all the way up our arm, and they're not being used, they are going to atrophy, to weaken. So if you want to open a jar, you're not going to be able to because of all these other muscles that have to participate in that action, in that rotation, in that grip have weakened. So we're about to do some exercises together. I'm going to show you how to maintain all your motion, all your strength, all your dexterity, so you can move like you did when you were a kid, maybe even climb this tree. So if you want to avoid having crab hands, you have to make sure that every part of your hand can move within the full range of motion. Now, what we often forget is that even to make a fist or that crab hand, we're using muscles all the way down to and above our elbow. So first, you kind of want to make sure that if you can make a fist, can you also open your fingers up wide? Can you spread your fingers apart? Can you do this with your hand facing different directions? You need to be able to do this rotation to have maximum strength, even if you want to open jars. We're rotating to open doors. A lot of jobs that we do, can you do that same thing with your hand in a different location, in a different plane of space? You should be able to do this no matter where your hand is located. You want to stretch your fingers. Now, stretching your fingers out like this is hard. Here's a great tip. Take a household rubber band, put it over your fingers, and stretch your fingers out with that rubber band over them. And then you're activating this whole back of your hand, which is going to actually, believe it or not, help you again when you want to make that fist. Can you move each finger separately from the other fingers? Can you do this with your hand in different locations? So all of these things you want to be able to do with your hands, because the more you can do of every single type of movement, the more your day-to-day habitual movements will also become easier. Can you make a circle just from your elbow? Can you move your hand like a windshield wiper? Can you do it with your hand facing inwards? This is the arm that I broke, so it's a little bit more difficult for me, this position, than this position. Can you move your whole arm like a windshield wiper? See, I'm not moving my shoulder. Whoops, there goes the rubber band. Not moving my shoulder, just my arm. We want to be able to do all of these things. And you know what the great thing is? You don't have to go to a gym for this. You can sit at your breakfast table while you have your coffee, just be moving your fingers, be doing a windshield wiper, sip your coffee, eat your food. You don't need it. You can even do it at red lights. You don't need a special location to get every joint working to its fullest, so that you will have dexterity, strength, and coordination for as long as you need it, because you're going to move like you did when you were a kid.